And we are live.
Faithful as
Aha,
ever.
rural farm boy. Thank you for being here.
I
Good
was just
morning
about
to
to
you.
say, man, I went through all the trouble of, parking the Falcon in the house and setting up the webcam, next to the table, and no one's here to see the hard work I did.
I
And there
noticed.
you are. You did. It was the first thing you noticed.
Yeah, yeah. I'm jealous because he has a green screen that he can put behind him, and I do not. So I can't see if there's anybody else there. I thought before it showed me. Oh, yeah, it does show one viewer. So it's just you right now. Good morning, sir. What do you think about Timothy's new technology? He's
I'm
green
feeling
screening behind us.
feeling fancy. We got to keep this going. I
Hmm.
was debating between this and like a Coruscant window or uh,
Yeah, it
having
looks
an
pretty
X.
good.
Almost went for the X-wing parked in the background because that would be more my bag. The Falcon is really yours. I feel like I took Dad's car
That's
and
okay. Nah.
broadcasting
Yeah,
from
you're out for a spin in mine, huh? Yeah, that's funny.
yeah,
No
Disney.
worries. Yeah.
StarWars.com put out those HD backgrounds for video conferences and like use this, like, have a video conference this week, do it from your favorite Star Wars location. And I
Yeah.
saw it and I saved. You sent it to me a couple of days later, but the day they put it out, I saved it and I was like, I'm using that next weekend.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's cool. If I can figure out a way, maybe I can find like a blue sheet and do the blue screen option. We'll see.
Figure it out.
I just don't have any way to hang it like you do. You've got the frames that you use.
Duct tape.
Something I did want to bring up last time, and he's not on, but I owe an apology to Michael from 2Med2 because he was asking questions in the chat box last week about, he had some questions about StreamYard and he wanted to talk, and I didn't catch those during the show, and then later I saw them, so I'll probably just need to send him a DM and see, but if he happens to come along, oh, he'll be along shortly. Okay, good.
You know everything.
Hey, this guy keeps in touch way more than any of the rest of us, and
It's
we're
way
glad
better
you're
than
here.
us. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're glad you're
we're so
here.
glad you're. Yeah, thank you for being here.
Let me
Um,
top off the
no,
coffee real quick.
hey, do so, do so. So yeah, we're just playing it by ear. Thank you for letting us join a little later. You just talked with him. Good deal. Good deal. We um we actually started a little later, hoping more people could come to a later showing. But I'm kind of trying to get the West Coast folks to try to join us because I know it's only 7:30 in the morning their time. But usually I try to sleep late. I was telling Timothy before we went live that the older I get, I just can't sleep late, even on a Saturday. I woke up at 5:45 and I lay there for a while and was like, whatever, get up and read. Well, thanks, Anthony. We love you too, and we love all the guys that and gals that follow us and keep up with us. And we sure appreciate you always retweeting and letting people know about the live chat crew. I mean, you're awesome. So
Keeping the
all of
fandom
the
fun.
people, yeah, all of the people that we follow on Twitter, we seem to just really enjoy, and everybody's just awesome. So we probably won't wait too much longer, but there's some stuff just Timothy and I want to talk about, so while we have you here, you can throw in a comment or two if you want. After watching it last week, I went back and watched it again a couple of days ago because when we do this, I'm so like making sure, I'm keeping up with comments and all that. I miss a few things here and there. So one of the things that I missed from the get go, and Timothy said he caught, but I missed, was that musical opening from last week. The intro was not the Clone Wars theme, and I didn't even catch it. I was still mesmerized by the Lucasfilm Limited in green that made me think I was 7 years old again. And then so on my rewatch, I'm watching that and the music, that little quiet music, and then all of a sudden, da, 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 I'm like, on my second viewing, it hit me. That's the Star Wars theme. That's not the Clone Wars theme, and it blew me away. So that was an awesome moment. I was really excited about that. Um, there's a couple of other live Star Wars chats going right now. Ah, okay. Well, that maybe we shouldn't have moved it to a later time, but it's hard to know who's overlapping. I know I chatted a bit with Pete from around the galaxy and streaming Star Wars, they were gonna do a Saturday show. And I'm pretty sure they ended up doing it last night. Yeah, because I did message him and say, I'm sorry I can't join because I haven't seen the show yet, so no spoilers. And he replied and said, yeah, don't watch us tonight. It's gonna be spoilerific.
Oh, so
So
you're just an hour ahead of us on watching it.
oh, you
Well,
just watched it this morning too.
I'm gonna be
Wow.
honest. I don't think I am. Like, I keep thinking about all the things that have to happen, and I'm just not. Ooh,
Yeah.
so did we? I don't think we did on the chat. Unless I'm looking like this direction because that's where you are on my screen. Like, you're gonna know I'm talking. Did we? I can't remember on the chat. Did we discuss? I think it was after last week when we started talking about like my thoughts on what's gonna happen.
Yeah, so I do have that as one of the questions I was going to throw up, but let's go ahead and do that one now. Timothy brought this up after we talked last Saturday. We were talking after the show, and I wish we'd have thought of it last Saturday. Will the clones, will Rex, and those guys turn on Ahsoka when Order 66 is given? And we probably won't find out till the final episode. But what a thought, Timothy! You had
So
some specifics.
So I had, if I'm Dave Filoni, this is how I do it. So I know it's not going to be the way it goes down. But the thought that occurred to me was it could be something to the tune of Order 66 comes out and the clones, maybe even Rex, go to turn on Ahsoka, but she's not a Jedi. And like maybe there's like this drive in them that like pushes them to want to shoot her, but they can't because she's not a Jedi. And there's that technicality which allows them to maintain the loyalty that they do feel for her. And that disconnect of technically she's no longer a Jedi gives them the moment to go, hang on, something's not right in our heads. Oh my gosh, Fives was right. We got to get this thing out of us. But I don't know. I could see it coming down to like them almost doing it and then being able to stop themselves because of that technicality and having the ability to choose not to execute Order 66 gives them a moment to recognize something is taking our free will from us. We have to get it out of our heads. That's my thought, my theory.
Yeah, oh, he's got it. Is that zipping his lips shut? So I just got a chance this week, and I've been off and on listening to the streaming Star Wars episode with Ammo and Flitzer from last week when they watched this previous episode, and they actually were talking about that. And so you and I had already had the conversation, Timothy, but to hear someone else talk about it too was really cool. You know, that he was saying the same things. Oh wait, are the clones going to turn on her? Or are they going to remember? What's Rex going to do? You know, because we all know something different has to happen here. But I don't, I think they brought up the same thing. She's no Jedi, so maybe it only triggers them to someone who is considered a Jedi of the Jedi Order. So that'll be interesting to see. Thinking emoji. Oh, okay. I thought it was a zip lip. It's kind of small. Another question we had, or another thing we noticed, and I think we did comment this, but I just want to bring it up again, is the sweeping just camera work of this, and just the direction of the episode from last week, and the editing of all of it is so cinematic with the music, with Kevin Kiner's music. Is like, I feel like I'm watching a Star Wars movie, and I know even in Pete and David Amalotti we're saying the same thing. It feels so cinematic. It's like a movie, and I'm loving that. And honestly, Timothy and I had this conversation afterwards. When all 4 episodes are out, we're gonna have our own personal family moment where we just watched this whole thing all back to back like a film. I think that's really cool. Something else I want to call out from last week's episode was that last final goodbye between Ahsoka and Anakin being so powerful, and it was just like, that's the last time they see each other, and that they didn't say may the force be with you. I mean, we all noticed it when we watched it, but especially on my second viewing of it, I was just sitting here like this, like, okay, is that a tear? Yeah, okay, maybe a little, because it's just that moment of, good luck. It's just such a great change in the Star Wars, whatever, I can't think of the word, ethos or whatever, but there's something different.
And the knowledge that the next time they see each other is, first off, that Maul is there the next time they see each other, and that I mean, when Vader's they're flying, they're like in a dogfight, and he can sense her, but it's not, he's not thinking of her as Ahsoka. She's the Jedi's apprentice. It's the apprentice lives. Like his memories of her are skewed in terms of how he thinks of the Jedi instead of Anakin, and
Yeah, it's powerful stuff. There's just I guess we're trying to prep ourselves right now for what we're about to watch because I don't know anything. I've done very well to stay away from spoilers.
and to that too, saying good luck instead of may the force be with you.
Right.
Their last words to each other were good luck. And then 20 years later, Obi-Wan, in my experience, there's no such thing. Neither of them had good luck.
I hadn't thought about that.
Neither Anakin nor Ahsoka had good luck.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I think that was all the stuff there. Let's see, roll farm bite. I'm having trouble speaking today.
You going Irish? Roll farm by.
I'm guessing the next time she and Anakin cross paths will be in Rebels. Yeah, I guess so. Other than they could do something we don't know about. Unless she sees him in The Mandalorian. She sees Vader. Wouldn't that be great? No, wait.
Well, if she does that, that would be interesting because you've got your timelines crossed.
I do. I have my timelines totally crossed.
Have you?
What am I thinking? Cassian Andor show. That's what I'm thinking. She might be in the Cassian Andor show.
I know you've been. I know you've off and on watched Parks and Rec. Have you seen the one where Ron goes to Lowe's to get some hardware, and an associate comes up and asks, "Is there anything I can help you with?" And he just goes, "I know more than you." That's me. Every time someone tries to bring up at Star Wars, there's like anybody who in a casual conversation tries to tell me, "Oh, did you see that thing? I heard a thing about Star Wars." I know more than you.
You're Ron Swanson. That's funny.
And then I get on Twitter and I'm like, oh crap, these people know more than I do. I get intimidated when someone knows more about Star Wars. There was a guy who came in a year or two ago. Don't cross
the streams. I was crossing the time.
You were
accidentally. I was thinking Cassian Andor show, not the Mandalorian, but a new Disney Plus show that she will possibly be on, and Vader could be on.
She could be, yeah. She's got a full fulcrum. Yeah.
How about that Fulcrum? Now we've learned that Fulcrum has been used since way back in the Clone Wars with Saw Gerrera. That I liked that.
They thought it was Saw
tying up loose ends. Yeah, not necessarily loose ends, but just tying up things, bookends. Like, oh, Saw Gerrera must have been the first Fulcrum.
I'm curious to know now how this season, being the true end of the Clone Wars, will change and contextualize where we are when we get to Rebels with Rex and Ahsoka, especially because when they showed up in Rebels, it had been years since they'd been seen and their stories were left hanging. And so you were catching up to a lot of stuff you never got to see. You didn't get to see Ahsoka after, the Wrong Jedi episode, and you didn't get to see Rex and that whole company through, Order 66. And so now we're going to, like, I'm thinking of watching it with Heather. And if we go all the way through Clone Wars and then to Rebels, she'll have all of this knowledge coming into Rebels, where going into Rebels, all of it was an unknown. I'm curious what details we're going to get that will change maybe the way we think of Rex and Ahsoka seeing each other for the first time when they do, things like that. I'm curious about that.
No, I'm looking forward to all of it. So, well, Anthony, if you're ready, I know you just watched it. I don't know if you are gonna set your show and watch it again with us, but I'm gonna get the stream loaded here, and we will sync up. Timothy, when you're ready, you tell me.
I'm ready.
You should be there. Now, I will, this disclaimer, you were on the show last week with us, Anthony, and we did get a little interruption. Afterwards, I did go back on there, and our show got blocked. So it is no longer viewable on YouTube. I went ahead and made it unlisted anyway. Made the first episode we did unlisted. We don't want to get in trouble. So Disney, we do not want to do anything wrong. But we are going to show a few clips here and there, because what they actually do is on YouTube, they showed me the clip that flagged it, and it was way over like 45 seconds, and they don't like it when you play that much of something that's their own content, copyrighted content. So I might briefly flash a clip of what we're watching right now here and there for 10 seconds, 15 at the most. I don't want to get flagged or shut down. So we're okay. We didn't get in trouble. They didn't do a copyright strike. It's just they blocked the content because of what's on there. And there's a way I can edit it and take that out, but I'm not sure it's worth it. So, okay. Having said all that, a little housekeeping there. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to push play over here on the big play button, and we'll count it down. Timothy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's watch The Phantom Apprentice. I love that name.
Yeah, the
We haven't even talked about
Apprentice.
What a great
Hey,
title.
that is my best quiet Babu Frick because I got to. Oh, by the way, we are still doing this as father and son. We got
yes.
Little Marshmallow is here, and let me tell you, he has been talking loudly for the last 20 minutes, and I thought he was awake, but I'm hoping he'll do it again. This is what he does all night, where he's sound asleep, but and you go look at him, and he's just like this. So yeah, we are doing this together. As soon as we hit play, he's going to wake up and start crying.
Yeah. So who was it? It was Andy from Hollow Chronicles gave him a Jedi name, and now I can't remember what it was.
Oh,
Was
I can't either.
Des. Oh, it was on a YouTube comment. The video of him. I'll have to go back and look. Sorry, Andy, I can't remember. It was a great Jedi name though. It was Des something. It was perfect Jedi. Hey, Michael from 2Med2. Good to see you again, man. I was just mentioning you earlier that I missed a bunch of your comments last week when you were asking about possibly talking about some StreamYard questions. So if you still have some, let me know and we'll DM afterwards. But I apologize, I missed those. Once the comments get going, I don't always see them. I'm getting old. But we're about to do the countdown. AsFaS. I like that. Anthony, AsFaS.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The coffee just kicked in. Okay, let's do this.
All right, let's do it. And let's get it back on the screen, and then I'll take it off in a second. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Loving it again, man. Different this time. Loving it.
Are they going to do narration?
Apparently not. Because we'll be able to watch this as an actual movie later.
Ahsoka. Tano, is it? I can't say yours is a name familiar to me.
Well, I know you.
Yes, I imagine we have several mutual friends.
Did you get synced up,
I
Timothy?
wouldn't put it that way.
Of course not. But I'm afraid your way of thinking is behind the times.
It's her. Come on, we'll trace the signal.
I was certain that Kenobi would have come himself. Perhaps bring his loyal foe, Skywalker, is it?
Master Kenobi had a more important engagement.
Indeed. I wonder. The moment may be upon us. Why you? Why did Kenobi send you?
Why don't you surrender? And then we can both go and ask him.
My surrendering? Well, that would be pointless, for if I am correct, soon the Jedi and Republic will no longer be the controlling interest in the galaxy.
And who will be? You?
No. Darth Sidious. Not yet.
Not yet.
Come on!
What's he waiting for?
Sidious. I love hearing that. Tell me if the volume is messing up, Timothy. I turned it up a little.
It's a little loud.
Okay, I'll turn it down.
We've lost them.
There are a small number of firefights still happening in Sector 11. But for the most part, your clones have been as effective as promised. Still, without Maul in custody, this could all fall apart quickly. We must capture him before he escapes.
He mentioned a name. Darth Sidious.
Who is
Thanks, Anthony.
Sidious?
I do not know much, but I will share with you what the Council suspects. Darth Sidious is the Sith Lord who orchestrated the Clone Wars and played both sides of it from the beginning. I first learned the name from Count Dooku, though any chance of learning more about Sidious from Dooku has been lost. Because Count
That's
Dooku
where we
is dead,
are.
Anakin killed him while rescuing the Chancellor. With Dooku gone, we've lost a vital link to understanding the mystery of Darth Sidious. If you can capture Maul, he may be able to provide
hear
missing
Dez.
pieces to this
I was
puzzle.
just about to say, I might need to pause.
Unfortunately, I cannot.
We can do that. That's
I'm
what
being
life
sent
is
to
all
hunt
about,
down
man.
General
Okay.
Grievous on
How about
Utapau.
1, 2, 3? I gotta
Sorry,
pause.
guys. We got
Give me a second. I got a crying baby.
If you guys don't mind, we'll chat for a second here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What are we just now seeing? We are so like caught up on this timeline of Revenge of the Sith that I mean, do you guys have goosebumps? I know you probably already watched the show yesterday. Anthony said you watched it this morning. We're right side by side. I'm loving this. I am truly loving this. I'm trying not to talk too loud. My daughter is asleep in the next room. I want to scream right now. That is so exciting. That is really cool. You can hear my grandson in the background there at Timothy's house. That's Desmond. And he probably got excited too, knowing he probably sensed in the force Timothy and me getting so excited right now. Oh, we're nerding out. This is great. So, thoughts? My thoughts are just jumbled right now. Just, yeah, wow. Yeah, exactly. That's my thoughts right there. Thanks, Rural Farm Boy. That is my thought. This is crazy. And just the look on her face right now. And just the weight, the impact of knowing Anakin just killed Count Dooku, and you think through all of the seasons of the Clone Wars that we've all watched up to this point, and all of the duels and the battles and the times they've had to deal with Count Dooku, and then her for the first time really knowing that Darth Sidious is who the Sith Lord is. I don't think she'd learned that name before now, so that's all of this. Just the weight of it all, just right now, is just, as you can tell, I'm just rambling on. Second cup of huge coffee is coursing through my veins, as well as what I'm just seeing here. So, whew, guys, thanks for bearing with us while we pause. But man, what are we in here? Let's see. We are in 4 minutes and 23 seconds, and I'm just goosebumps everywhere. This is great. This is awesome. So. Yeah, I mean, the fact that it's happened, yes, just like that, just to the side, just knowing that it's evidently within an hour, maybe a few hours, because Obi-Wan is, I guess, right after he and Anakin got back, they landed. Anakin goes and meets with Padme, and then learns she's pregnant. Obi-Wan goes off, I guess, for the debriefing, and so now, having probably just been debriefed, having just debriefed the council, he is able to share that. In fact, real quick, just because we can, I'm going to rewind it and let's watch that again. How about it? Does that sound good? That's what we're about to do. Let's go back just enough to hear that again, because I got goosebumps. I got to hear it again.
Darth Sidious.
Who is this, Sidious?
I do not know much, but I will share with you what the Council suspects.
I can't show too much video at once.
Sidious is the Sith Lord who orchestrated the Clone Wars. So far from the beginning. I first learned the name from Count Dooku.
I should have told Timothy
though
to
any
mute.
chance of learning
What
more
was
about
that?
Sidious from Dooku has been lost.
Why?
Because Count Dooku is dead.
Oh, I can mute him.
Anakin
What am I
killed him
thinking?
while rescuing the
There we go.
Chancellor. With Dooku gone,
Look at
we've
her
lost a vital link to
response.
understanding the mystery of Darth Sidious. If you can capture Maul, he may be able to provide the missing pieces to this puzzle.
Then send me more men.
Lost a
All right,
vital
I gotta
link
be
to
careful. I don't want to go past where Timothy was.
Why?
I'll tell him he'll have to sync up again. Hey, bub, sorry, I muted your mic. You were being loud in the background, and I couldn't help it while we were talking. I decided to rewatch that again just to see what the reaction. So we'll find you. I'm at 3 minutes and 57 seconds. If you can find, if you want, tell me where you need to sync up.
I can go. You said 357.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on.
Tell.
Okay, I'm good. Yeah, I did actually want to rewind it a little.
Yeah. If you want, I can go back. We can go back a little more, but I just watched it again with the guys, and man, I was just telling them what goosebumps I have right now, just thinking about. And Real Farm Boy said, with Revenge of the Sith going on at the side right now, and probably what has happened is that Anakin has just gotten back with Obi-Wan, and he's off talking to Padme, learning she's pregnant, while
This is
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan
goes
going
to
to give
brief
his
the
report to the
council.
council.
Right. And so just immediately following, he's given the report to the council, and now he's telling what he just shared with the council with
Yeah.
Mando.
Oh my gosh.
This is so cool.
Oh my gosh, this
All
is
right.
awesome. All right.
All right, let's start it up.
Thanks
again.
for waiting. Baby is clean.
You got it. All right, guys. 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Because Count Dooku is dead. Anakin killed him while rescuing the Chancellor. With Dooku gone, we've lost a vital link to understanding the mystery of Darth Sidious. If you can capture Maul, he may be able to provide the missing pieces to this puzzle.
Then send me more men.
Unfortunately, I cannot. I'm being sent to hunt down General Grievous and Utapau.
What about Anakin? Maybe he can reinforce us.
May I speak to Ahsoka alone?
Oh my gosh. I don't like this.
Anakin is on a special assignment by order of the Jedi Council.
What kind of assignment?
He's been instructed to observe the Chancellor and report his findings.
Observe. You mean spy. They told him to spy on the Supreme Chancellor?
That's the Emperor's theme.
Oh, I didn't even notice it was like there until you said it.
Long after his term has expired. The Council wants to know what his true intentions are.
The Chancellor has been a great friend and mentor to Anakin. I can't imagine he is happy about this.
No, he's not. So perhaps it's best that you do speak with him.
And what? Defend the Council's actions? I hardly think I'm the best person for that.
So, the Council isn't always right. That's why I'm asking for your help.
Sorry to interrupt.
You are so correct, Michael. This is where the fun begins.
You must go.
You and I define fun very differently.
Tell Anakin.
I will.
This is where 15 years ago I started crying and didn't stop. Where the fun begins. Oh my god, what a shot.
We got ambushed on our way to
Cinematic, man.
on C-deck.
No, Anthony, we are not ready
Make
for
sure
this.
C-deck is properly fortified.
Yes, ma'am. Commander!
I'm here, Trooper. Sterling, isn't it?
Yes. You need to know. Maul. He went right through us. One by one.
was asking about you. The ARC trooper, Jesse, all realized he was older. Somehow, looked in his mind. And he took him. He took Jesse alive.
What?
You're wasting your time. I won't tell you anything.
How charming that you actually believe that statement to be true. Clones, bred for combat, all part of the plan.
What plan? What are you talking about?
The plan. The only plan that matters. Not even I was made aware of its grand design. But I played my part. And you know what happened to me? I was cast aside. I was forgotten. But I survived. And I can thrive in the chaos that is to come. Saxon, information is a valuable commodity. See to it that the Prime Minister does not become an asset to our enemy. Yes,
Dad, you're getting some feedback on your mic.
there are some things I need to know,
Really?
and you're going to help me.
Might be.
Go round and round.
Sounds like something rubbing it.
I ain't telling you anything.
It is not
That's better.
up to you. Your mind will speak, or it will break.
Oof.
Who is this? A circuit now.
I'm flattered that you would find the time to see me.
What's Maul's plan? How is he going to escape?
Maul is not trying to escape because he sees no point in doing so.
So he believes he can defeat us.
No, that's not it. For weeks now, he's been consumed by a strange sense of dread.
Has he mentioned Sidious?
Not that I can recall.
You said he wanted Kenobi here. Why?
Not just Kenobi he wanted, no. There was someone else he was interested in.
Who?
If only I could remember the name.
Bo, help him remember.
No, wait. It was...
Rex, get a medic.
This is Commander Rex. We have a man down. Maul had a vision, a dream. The name came to him.
What name?
Sky
Yeah, I heard that theme that time. Everything is so cinematic. Look at that. It's beautiful. What they can do is just amazing. Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Guys, this is amazing. Man down. Ooh. This is truly amazing.
What's going on?
Maul just told the syndicate leaders to go into hiding.
Ah! What's space?
You once liberated me from my imprisonment by Sidious, his apprentice. At the time, I thought Dooku was an old fool, but now I see he and I are the same. One step behind. The dark side has never been stronger.
My lord, what does it mean?
Soon, the galaxy will be remade, and in the chaos, we must seize what power we can. It is not the way of your people to hide here in the gutters. If you die, I promise you, it will be on the field of battle. And if you die, you will die as warriors.
Well put, Anthony. Dang. Wow.
All citizens, the shelter location.
Dryden Voss. I couldn't think of his name, but that's who
Dryden.
that was.
The people will not stand for it. I will not stand for it.
You asked for our help. My men don't want to be acting as a police force.
The Republic forces will depart once we capture Maul. Then you will have your opportunity to leave.
I agree. My lady, is there any way to treat your rightful ruler? And now, as a show of good faith, I return your comrade in arms to you. Run along. There you go, back to your brothers.
What's he done to him?
Are you all right, Jesse? I'm sorry, Commander. I couldn't help it. I told them everything.
It's okay. Rex, get him out of here.
One of you might want to deal with that.
You should go. Your people need you.
Don't stay on my account. We'll be fine.
Go.
Look at them. So blissfully ignorant.
Care to tell me what this is all about? Or would you rather save it for the council?
Oh, then.
Save it for the council.
The one I wish to speak with.
She thinks she's going to
Were
capture
you
him.
not cast out of your order?
I left voluntarily.
Yes, but you were motivated to leave by the hypocrisy of the Jedi Council. We were both tools for greater powers.
I am here to bring you to justice.
What a shot.
This is merely the construct of the current power base. A base which, according to my calculations, is about to change.
And Darth Sidious is behind it?
He is behind everything. In the shadows, always, but soon, very soon.
In the shadows, always.
With your help, the Jedi can stop Sidious before it's too late.
Too late For what? The Republic to fall? It already has, and you just can't see it. There is no justice, no law, no order, except for the one that will replace it. The time of the Jedi has passed. They cannot defeat Sidious. But together, you and I can. Every choice you have made has led you to this
What? How many times do we see that gesture?
I will help you. But you must answer one question.
You have but to ask.
What do you want with Anakin Skywalker?
He is the key to everything.
To bring balance to the Force?
To destroy. He has long been groomed for his role as my master's new apprentice.
You lie.
I'm afraid not.
Oh my
In fact,
gosh.
I was
She
so certain of
knows.
his fate that I orchestrated this war to lure him here with Kenobi to kill him, thus depriving Sidious of his prized pupil.
I know Anakin.
It's one last.
Oh man. Hey Radio Rebellion, thanks for joining us. We are in full throes here. Oh my god.
This is a full-on Star Wars movie.
I can't wait to watch all 4 of them back to back as a film. They should release it in theaters like this.
The way you're fighting, you wouldn't have lasted long.
Burn! His arrogance, yeah. Wow, that was cool. I wish I'd have caught that one on the stream. That image. You are absolutely right about that, Anthony. It's not going at all like I think.
Lord Maul, I need backup. Our forces are falling. We need your support.
No, I think not. In a moment, my ship will be arriving. Die well, Mandalorian.
Die well.
Obi-Wan was right.
Wow.
You are difficult to kill.
destroyed Sidious.
Only for you to take his place.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Maul, we must depart immediately. The music. Man, I've got goosebumps.
Come on, give me the gunships.
Just loving all these shots.
Last chance. Join me. Or die.
Never.
Oh,
Let me go. Let me die.
what?
You're all going to burn. We're all going to die. You don't know what you're doing. We'll take it from here, Commander.
Not what I expected.
He would rather die than live in Sidious's empire.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Oh, come on! No!
Oh my gosh. Deep cleansing breath.
No! Hang on, back that up, back that up, back that up.
Where to?
Hang on, I gotta look at something.
So, I'm sorry, guys. We have an audience we should talk to.
So, I just froze it. If you want to take the screen to 2429.
All right.
This just confirmed one of the questions I wrote down. They did motion capture that fight.
Ah, I remember hearing about that. 24.
Because I was looking at it and I was like, this is too...
Wait, where did you say?
2429.
2429?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me share that.
They did. They got
Performance.
Ray Park. Oh my gosh. Because that was something I wrote down was, did they motion capture this lightsaber fight? Because it looks, and now I remember that they did. I remember hearing that. But oh my gosh, I mean, okay, so I have some comments. One, that's a meaningful lightsaber duel.
Yeah.
And that is consistently through the Clone Wars something that I don't like negative and call it criticism, but like a critique, I guess, that is fair, is that it's a lot of lightsaber action and very few times is it significant and meaningful. Because in every movie, especially the original trilogy, the lightsaber duels are really, really meaningful and like character driven and narrative driven. And this was that was so impactful. And like, it reminded me of Luke and Vader in Empire, where one of them is leading the other kind of on a chase because he knows something she doesn't know. It was very much like Vader with Luke. He knows things that Ahsoka does. Oh my gosh. That was just so freaking good.
Yeah, that definitely was pure Ray Park, and we'll have to look up that Lauren May Kim, whatever that was. And Anthony had a great question. I want to back up. So what is going on? Why is the one gunship holding back here? They capture him.
I'll take it from here, Commander.
Is it just to pick her up? So there's a gunship.
Maybe.
Maybe just waiting for her to get on. But she has this long, deep thought.
Jeez.
Wow. I mean, and that last shot. I mean, hang on, I gotta go back just for another second. I don't want to get in trouble for airing too much, so I'm gonna back up. And then this image, as they right there, that image. And I noticed they had Tom Kane's voice as the narrator listed there at the end, but there's no narration, so it makes me wonder if, obviously they're going to put all the voice actors' names there, but if there will be a version that will have it at some point. But right now, this feels like they've released this to be seen as one full 90-minute.
I'm wondering if on May the 4th they'll give us that, and if they do, I won't watch the very end. I'll just start it from the beginning and watch it all as one. That would be what I'd want to do.
Which brings up a great point. What are we going to do? Because it's going to air on a Monday, and I don't want to wait till Saturday.
Why would they do that? Oh, no, we'll do it Monday. I mean, we might just have to do it Monday night. We'll just have a watch party Monday night.
Yeah, would you guys join us for a Monday night viewing of AsFaS cartoons instead of Saturday? So let's see, we got some new comments. Yeah, LMK, Solar, Mary Kim, whatever it was. Yeah, I hope you guys will. I know you'll have probably already watched it during the day on Monday, May the 4th. We had a conversation, Timothy and I, about possibly taking that day off and just having a full as father and son day of all Star Wars. But work-wise, Timothy's just come off of paternity leave, so he's not exactly in a great place to ask for another day off. So I could, but we're going to have a Sunday, May the 3rd Star Wars day where we just watch all Star Wars all day since we can't do it on Monday. But maybe Monday night we could do May the 4th, the final episode. Timothy, we could stream that. Or
that'd be good.
Either that, well, yeah, anyway. Too many chats here. Too many threads in my brain, though.
Gosh, that was so good.
So, where do we go from here? I did not see Maul getting captured. Because obviously by the time of Solo, he is not. So
right.
What?
Well, we know what's about to happen. He has just been captured by a bunch of clones, and we know what's about to happen with the clones. We also know he has the ability to bend their minds to his will. So, but that is, they did surprise me, because I was watching that and I was thinking, not like disappointed, but I was like, well, I mean, we know how this is going to turn out. Like, he's going to lose the fight and get away, and then he didn't get away. So that, I mean, that's really interesting.
You made a great point that he was almost like leading her somewhere. Do you think he was intending to get captured after seeing something in Jesse's head?
Maybe.
Thought maybe there's something he needs to get to.
He wanted Obi-Wan there.
That's
true. So he could kill Anakin.
Yeah,
he wanted to bring Obi-Wan because it would bring Anakin.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, of course he wants to kill Kenobi, but if he kills Anakin, he can take Sidious's apprentice from him. Not because he wants to be his apprentice again. Didn't sound like. Did he say that? I don't remember.
No. He wants to stop. He hates Sidious.
Right, because he even offered his hand to Ahsoka for the purpose of destroying Sidious. But she made a great point, just so you could then take over. Yeah, no. Yeah, Ahsoka's too pure for that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, guys, if anybody wants to join us, Radio Rebellion, Star Wars 2med2, just if you guys, we'll figure it out. We'll set up a link. We're going to do it again next Saturday for the 3rd episode, and that's May the 2nd, and then
it'll just be Star Wars
Monday.
weekend.
Yeah, it'll just have to be Star Wars weekend. I mean, can you believe May the 4th is almost here?
Time is meaningless. Nothing matters.
Okay, so I wish I'd written down the time, but I wrote down a note that I want to bring up here, that when Maul says the plan, the only plan, it made me think of Maz Kanata, the fight,
The only
the
fight.
only fight. So it was almost like a dark side parallel.
Yeah, because like for her, for the good guys, the only fight, the only thing that matters is the fight between the dark side and the light. For him, the only thing that matters, and he's right at the moment, the only thing that matters to the galaxy right now is the plan.
Yeah, the plan.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, when I mentioned May the 3rd, I'm sorry, Anthony, I meant that since we can't do Star Wars Day together, Timothy and I were going to have May the 4th to watch like all the sequel trilogy together. We can't do it because of work. We're probably going to do that together, May the 3rd, just privately. We'll still do May the 2nd of the next episode. So we'll do Saturday morning cartoons next Saturday. And then we'll figure out for that Monday night, May the 4th on Star Wars Day. Because, yeah, we'll want to watch the final episode, which doesn't come out. I mean, it comes out midnight, Sunday night, Timothy. We could do a midnight.
I have a newborn and I have to work.
Yeah, same. Well, I don't have a newborn, and I'm working from home. Timothy is an essential worker. If you've seen a few of his tweets lately, he has to go to a place and be there, and unfortunately, see people some. They haven't been too in your face or anything, I know, but yeah, it's annoying seeing some of the comments you've had to tweet that people are.
Be socially mindful. If you have to go places, if
Yeah,
you've got a stack of paper in your hand, don't thumb through them, lick your hands and then thumb through them and then hand them to a person. Like, here you go. I've just licked this. Just don't do that. If you got to hand something over, don't go, I'm not going to take it from you.
it's scary, but I know you're telling the truth. People are
I
doing
am.
it, whatever. So,
Um,
but anyway, so yeah, we can't unfortunately watch the final episode of this Siege of Mandalore together streaming during the day Monday, like I would hope, but we could do it Monday evening. So at some point after you get off work, Timothy, we'll figure out a time and we'll tweet all that out. But for sure, next Saturday.
next
we'll do
Saturday
our
morning,
Saturday morning
and then
cartoons.
probably Monday night. I have another comment that I wrote down.
Okay.
Just back to this, one of the first things we keep saying how cinematic it looks and how good the animation is and everything, but it's more than just like pretty visuals. It's the movement of the storytelling through visual and through the emotion of what's going on. I think that's part of what makes it feel so much bigger than, I mean, we were sitting here 2 weeks ago watching, the Ahsoka arc, where she's off by herself, and it felt like watching episodes of a show. This feels like watching a movie just broken up 1 week at a time, and it as a broader whole, it's made me really appreciate. Yeah, people are crazy. I really appreciate how impactful the storytelling they're doing is with all of their extended media right now. So like, it made me think of Jedi Fallen Order. So I played it and platinumed it. It's one of the few platinums that I have because I loved it so much. And I know that Team Ed 2 has been doing a stream of Fallen Order, but I got to watch. So I got it for my sister. Technically got it for Dad too, but really for my sister for Christmas.
I haven't started it yet. No.
And she started at Christmas Day and got stuck on the opening tutorial. She doesn't game very much, and there was a button prompt that she kept missing, and so she put it down. And I was over with her last weekend, and she asked me to help her figure out what she was missing. And then I got to watch her play the tutorial, and once she figured out the button prompt she was missing, it was fine from there, and she played for about an hour and a half or so. And so I got to watch the opening hour and a half of the game, watching it instead of playing it, and watching it with somebody live. It's so cinematic, and it's so like that we keep throwing that word out, but like it's just really good storytelling, and watching it as a story that I don't feel the pressure to like, oh, I've got to do this thing right, I've got to do the tension. It's different to watch it because I feel it like a movie, and they're doing such a good job with the expanded universe and everything. That's, all these other stories they're telling, they're doing such a good job. And this is just, I hate that we have to wait another week.
Right. Well, Michael, I hope that you are okay, buddy.
Oh gosh.
Had some symptoms, so I hope that you are on the healing up side of that. This is a weird time to be in for everyone. So I've rewound just for a second, just because I want to show there's specific things that throughout the episode just really stuck out to me, and it's that image right there was one of them. Just
Mhm.
I want that to be my wallpaper now.
Mm.
This big, huge, sweeping direction of these episodes have just been so cinematic. I mean,
And
just
like you said, when it happened, how many times have we seen this shot? How many times have we seen the extended hand to join me and together we can speech? I did not expect Ahsoka to get it, but she got that speech in her.
she sure did.
That's part of every. She has the, she may have left, but she has the spirit of a true Jedi. And that's part of every Jedi's path is the join me
Yeah,
and together
that's
we
true.
can speech. And she
has to turn it down. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then when the glass shattered.
Oh, that was cool. Yeah, I was actually trying to find that.
I was going to say, actually, you should go back because I think you were looking down at a message and you missed when they walk in and see Maul. Did you catch what he did to the laser blasts? You should back it up to that. But yeah, I saw you miss it because you didn't react to it. You are.
Once we get off here, I'm going to watch it. So let's see. When they walk in and see Maul in this throne.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Before he chokes Bo-Katan, there was a laser blast.
Yeah, you looked down. I think I had sent you a message.
I don't want to play too much here. I've got the audio turned off right now. Maybe that'll help. But I did miss. I don't really remember this. Does he go to shoot him? She does. Oh, wow.
You didn't react to that.
I was reacting to him choking her, but you're right. I down. Wow, that was cool how they arced. He just
bent it like Beckham. That's good.
What was that? Oh, bend it like Beckham.
That's good.
Yeah, and the way he's got one hand on his mechanical.
No one. I don't think we've ever seen somebody just post up like that in Star Wars. Just like, I'm just sitting here, and
flick of the finger. Yeah, that was again just shows the true power of these Darksiders.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
That was awesome.
All right, I know the answer to this, but we know Rex is in Rebels, and I can't remember the other two with him. Anybody? Anthony, who are the other two in Rebels? Is Jesse one of them? I can't remember if it's Jesse. I know the other one because I actually have the big Ultimate Star Wars book, and I was looking at it recently, but their names just left me. But I'm just trying to figure out, are we going to see that? Are we going to see Rex go off with the two that he does end up with on that desert world or whatever when they find...
I got you. Rex, Wolf, and Gregor.
Wolf, I know, and Gregor, yeah, and Gregor I think is the one that had amnesia. Yeah, so he had amnesia on that plane. Have you watched that one yet with Heather? Timothy?
No.
Okay, haven't got there.
No, I haven't watched that.
It's a good one. Yeah, they find him. It's in one of the arcs you might be skipping because it's about the droids.
We may have.
Probably at least go watch the third episode of that one because it's Gregor's last stand, you think, at that point. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, I can't wait to see where this is going. So
Gosh,
thank you for calling that out. I did not notice the bending. Yeah, the bend it like Beckham there. That was awesome. So,
wow.
Yeah, thanks. Rex, Wolf, and Gregor. So, man, guys, this has been a blast. We've been at it an hour and 4 minutes. We did a bit of talking at the beginning.
Just to reiterate, since more people have joined in, since
I am immortal.
Since more people have joined in since the beginning, we were talking about where this is going to go, theories at the start. And I, after last weekend, just to re-say this for y'all that missed it, my thought, and I'm probably wrong, but when we get to Order 66, which we know is coming, how's that moment going to play out with Ahsoka and Rex and with all of these people? My thought is they're going to have the instinct to do it, but she's not a Jedi. And that technicality will give, like, it might even be like she has to talk them down, like, I'm not a Jedi. And that gives them the recognition, hang on, something's taking my free will from me. I have to respond to this. I have to resist this and do whatever I can to get away from this. I'm curious if that'll be how it plays out. But I mean, we know we're about to see, like, where are we in Revenge of the Sith now? So if that was all one day, so Dooku's dead, they've gone home, Obi-Wan.
No, go ahead. I was just
I was
saying.
gonna say, Anakin's been given his special assignment, which means he's had the "you're not on the council" conversation, and he's really upset. Like, so it's been a couple days, I guess, that they've been on Mandalore. But where are we now? How close are we to this? And hang on. So like, he's giving her that speech, and I mean, obviously, time of day is different on different planets. But like, are we at like Anakin giving the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise speech? Like, where are we right now? In time,
and they may give us a hint in the next
they
episode.
wrapped that up faster than I thought they would. Like, I thought it was going to be they're fighting all the way for several days up to the point of Order 66, but he's captured. So now what? How much time is going to pass? How much more do they have to do?
Because I assumed the clones would turn on Ahsoka on Mandalore. But now where are they going to send her? Because if the siege of Mandalore is actually done, we still have 2 episodes left.
Unless it's not done. I'm wondering if next week is Order 66, and then the final episode is the conclusion and aftermath and running away.
Yeah, this is very interesting because the start of the episode was clearly where they had just assigned Anakin the spy role that he was mad about, and then during however long this has taken, you're right, it could be the moments where he's at the opera with Palpatine.
I just had that thought too. Or does Rex have to protect her from the clones and shoot them down? That is really likely. That probably will be the way it goes. Like everybody's got their guns up and it's a Rex turns and does a big like take them all down, like, you know, old Western kind of thing.
Yeah, because here in my mind, I want it. What I want doesn't matter, but I wouldn't be surprised if they show us that Rex does exactly that, and then he says, "Yeah, after that whole deal with fives, I dug this thing out of my head. I knew it was in there." I mean, maybe he's already done it, but we'll have to just wait and see.
We'll have to find out.
But yeah, the big thing is she's no Jedi though, so they may not turn on her because she's not in the order. But yeah, I'm still very curious about Maul getting in Jesse's head. What else did he see? Does he know about Order 66?
Well, he knows something is coming. He knows that the plan, he knows that they're coming to a breaking point. And when he heard that Obi-Wan was put on a special, a more important assignment, it's like he knew what that was. He was like, oh, it's starting.
Yeah.
Like his reaction was like, oh, it's the beginning of the end then. Like this is where it goes. Oh, man.
This is all cool. This is
so good.
Yeah,
and as much as I hate having to wait, it's really cool that they're showing us a movie, but in parts where we have to wait instead of, getting it all at once. We do have to take these sections of what really is a movie and just wait. So, man, this will be good.
Yeah, it's a very good point, Michael. That the Revenge of the Sith is just over the course of a few days, I think. Maybe 10 days is what I've seen.
Something like that.
Lucasfilm folks mentioned before. So, yeah, it's just a few days out. Gosh, man, I'm excited. But yeah, I do. Here's one thing I wish that we could do is once it's all said and done, and that they would release this on Disney Plus as a full movie instead of as the episodes. I kind of hope they will.
I think they will.
But I wish what we could do with you guys out there is actually have a stream where we could all get in the studio together, be seeing each other, and watch it at the same time, but also have it on the screen and not get shut down. Because that did happen last week, and so we don't want that. But it'd be so cool to be able to just share it with other Star Wars friends like you and watch it together where we're all just able to be like, okay, because we've already seen it, we already know what's going to happen, but then just watch it together as a full film. That'd be cool. I'm just dreaming now, guys. Sorry.
One day.
I do that.
There'll be more. There's always more.
All right. Well, I guess we can wrap this up. If you guys have got other pods you want to go join on, I'm going to look and see what else.
It looks like it's a busy Star Wars day.
But yeah, it really is. We've had a bunch of rain. I think the sun is coming out. I may have to do some hard work.
I should, but I won't.
Good man. All right. Well, yeah. So you're getting ready for an episode yourself, Radio Rebellion. So we'll have to check that out. And I'll tell you how. We can watch the show and you'll tell us how. Then let's talk because I don't
Let's
want
have a
to get in
conversation.
trouble. Let's definitely have a conversation. We had, if you were on last week, Michael, and we did get shut down on the beginning of this show, you weren't here, but we actually that video got blocked, so we weren't in trouble. Obviously, they said no copyright strike or whatever. Just that there was like 45 seconds I showed that was too much of Anakin and Obi-Wan on the bridge. And I think if you do 20 seconds or less, you're usually safe. I went over the 30-second mark, and so they blocked out the whole video, but then they show you the offending content, and it showed me that. So if I wanted, I could go back and cut that, and we could still air the live stream on our channel. I don't know that I will. If people want that, maybe. We're a small channel, so we don't get a lot of
Yeah.
requests for things, but we're fine. But if you do know some things, yeah, let's chat. And
Yeah.
we can talk StreamYard if you still have questions about StreamYard. I'm just learning it. Literally, we started this 2 weekends ago, and StreamYard is just new. And I learned how to get into StreamYard from Pete Fletzer from Around the Galaxy because he had us use it. So when we got on his show, man, guys, we're having a blast. This is
Yeah.
great.
This is great.
Yeah, we will just have to see you all you guys again next Saturday, and we'll do this again. So we're looking forward to it. And the next episode, I can't remember the name of it, Shadow something or other. But, all right, guys, we're gonna end it now and say thank you. So we appreciate you guys being here. AsFaS